Hey beautiful, welcome to my channel, or welcome back to my channel if you've been here before. It's your girl Farida, also known as Curly Proverbs, and around here it's no kinks, no curls, and no coils left behind. We have routines and product recommendations that work for everyone on their hair care journey. And today actually we're going to be doing a highly requested video that I have been promising for about 2 years, and it is the actual original OG vintage routine that took me from being stuck at collarbone length hair all the way down to mid-back length hair in a matter of months after I had actually been stuck and stagnant at that length for 2 decades. So yeah, if you're interested in that video, then definitely keep watching. Guys, I was just looking over at my pumpkins and cucumbers. They're on my window ledge, y'all. I'm on a gardening journey. This is the new journey that I'm trying, and I can see the flowers coming through. Do you know how good that feels? Real good. Comment below if you want to see an update on that garden whenever I get some fruit coming through. Anyway, so guys, I actually went back and watched the original video for research purposes. As I was watching it, I realized, hey, there are a couple of things that you actually did differently than you probably have mentioned in a long time. So it was a trip to watch a video that was released in 2012. It's been an actual decade, which is crazy. The other thing is, some of the products that I'm using have actually evolved and changed over time, just as I've, come across higher quality products in some cases. Like, I preferred how they felt in my hair. Some of them I've just avoided because they contain mineral oil, some because they contain chemicals that I actually want to or prefer to stay away from. So it's interesting to see how they've evolved, because I actually went back and used some of the original products and I was like, how did I ever? So yeah, it's going to be quite fun. I'm going to show you what I was using versus now, and yeah, let's get it. Okay, so every night and every morning, the first thing I did was moisturize and seal. I'm gonna put on here some of the pictures of the products I used to use. I remember I used to use like the Care leave-ins, and I would seal with amla oil from De Boer. I since found out that it is like crazy high in like mineral oil. So, and then I found out about the not so great side effects of being mineral oil heavy. I mean, it is derived from crude oil. So I just go in sections, and I remember using fairly small sections. Like, I wouldn't go and just like put it all over my hair. I wouldn't just put my hair into quarters, because I really wanted to make sure everything was hydrated, and you could immediately feel the difference. Like, even just the simple fact of sealing my hair with oil and starting to use a mask made a massive difference to how I woke up with my hair in the morning. Like, the hair just looked completely different. So we go in through the sections. We're really focusing on the ends here. We really are focusing on the ends. Oiling. So my top 3 oils to use back in the day were the amla oil by De Boer. I also would use almond oil. I'll have that up on the screen. I still highly recommend using the almond oil. It's a really lovely balanced oil because it's based on a nut. Be careful if you have nut allergies, but because it's based on a nut, you've actually got proteins and fats in a wonderful balance in that oil. Okay, so castor oil. Have I got a big enough bottle? Yes. Castor oil. This is what I used to use back in the day. It was actually the tropical oil. It was the Jamaican black castor oil. I'm going to put the brand up here so you can see exactly what it was I was using. And just for fun's sake, I will apply it to my scalp. I adore this oil. It's super thick. It's kind of got its consistency of honey. And I have found really and truly, even if it's quite processed and a cheaper version of castor oil, you still get great benefits. It's great if your eyebrows also, by the way, are super over plucked, over processed. It will help to thicken those back up. It will help to thicken your eyelashes. And the glorious thing about it is that you will literally see the difference in days. And so needless to say, this was really key. This really helped me to love my own hair texture because I was finally able to hydrate. So obviously we've now upgraded because we have the Fenugreek Elixir, which is castor oil plus olive oil plus essential oils plus actual fenugreek seeds and henna in the bottom. But listen, we were starting out in life. And there's nothing wrong with a good bit of castor oil. So put that on your scalp, massage that in. Oh yeah, thankful for the nozzle at the end of this. When I said thick, I mean thick. In those early days, I had not discovered scalp massages yet. So it's all down to my fingers and that's all good. So of course, what did you do then? Put your hair in a protective style. Yes, these ends, I will not playing. This is not protective. This not protective style. Your hair is up, but your ends is out. I was playing no games. Tuck it under. And when I say 99.999% of the time, my hair was in a bun to the point where even my parents, when they saw me on the weekend, on the odd occasion my hair was out, they were just shocked to see it. Like colleagues at work would be like, you look different, because that is how consistent I was with protective styling your other bay in your hair journey to retaining length. And it also helped because my hair was always in a bun. Whenever it was out, I was more aware of my progress and really kind of hyped to keep going. And you know, the same when people were seeing my progress, which they were starting to see after just a month passed or after just 2 months passed versus 2 decades of nothing. So yeah, evening time, we're going to do the same again. Okay guys, this next part was my Wednesday ritual. You better believe that before going to work, I went in, I moisturized, I sealed, I put my hair into a bun, I went to work. When I got home, nobody talked to me. I'm about to do my hair routine. I was so serious about this and it never wavered. If I missed a Wednesday, I would just feel like out of whack. In fact, I don't think I really missed a Wednesday. I was just so militant about it. And all I did was a protein treatment as a pre-shampoo. So instead of just using oil, which was typically what I use now, I also went in with a protein treatment. Now, there are so many people who would tell you that the proteins in egg are not the right molecular size to actually penetrate into the hair. But I will tell you, when you apply this to your hair, your hair will inevitably be strengthened. So if you're experiencing, like, you know, when you manipulate or touch your hair that you've got broken bits in the sink, if your hair is really particularly fragile, if it's overly moisturized, it's actually a really good balancing treatment. So the egg gives the strength, and then the oils, which I always used, gave the hydration and gave the elasticity, gave the movement to the hair as well. So I typically used olive oil for this, and I used a cheap deep conditioner. I'm gonna put a picture here. Do you remember those VO5 deep conditioners? You'd go to the pound shop, or in the States, the Dollar Tree, and pick up a very affordable, like, everyday conditioner, and that would be my mixture: oil, egg, cheap conditioner. And I would change up the oil. Sometimes I would add in olive oil. That's the one I use majority of the time. Sometimes I do olive oil and coconut oil, and sometimes I might add an essential oil as well, but always an oil, an egg, and a conditioner. So I'm just going to show you how I make it up. Olive oil is essentially what I have in here. Honestly, the smell of olive oil on its own is one that just transports me in a nostalgic way back to the start of my hair journey. So I would say probably about 3 tablespoons of olive oil there. And the essential oils I typically used to reach for were peppermint, lavender, or rosemary. I still use those essential oils. I've now also added basil as one of my favorites, and you put like maybe 5-6 drops of that, and then I got a thing for the smell of basil essential oil. And then I'm going in with my regular my cheap deep conditioner. Now, a Veda ain't cheap. It's just something that came to me in PR. Oh my gosh, this smells so good. And you would put like a generous amount. You put a generous amount in there. Oh my gosh, it's so funny because that reminded me of something, the visual of that coming out. My son is starting to read, so he is so funny. There's like, wait, where is it? Wait, where is it? Where's my shampoo? Okay, so in my bathroom, there's shampoo in the bathroom, and he's like, Mummy, what does that say? Poo. No one else found that funny, but I think it's hilarious. Somebody got that. Okay, so for my vegan friends, you can definitely use a flax egg for this. You know, you can definitely produce some flax, like a flax egg, as opposed to using actual egg for this, because flax is super strengthening for the hair as well. Okay, so I would put this in, spray down my hair, put this into my hair, allow it to sit for 15 minutes and no longer. I was not about to overload my hair. Then I would shampoo it out with a gentle shampoo, and then I would follow up with a moisturize and deep conditioner, and then I would rinse that out again. So in total, I'm getting in that shower not once, but twice. That is the level of dedication we are talking about. But trust me when I say this consistency pays off. I'm literally giving you the answer to your hair growth on a plate. Okay guys, so I'll literally go ahead and put the hair away. I'm just going to tell you now that one egg did not go very far. I should have just added much more conditioner or an additional egg. But yeah, 15 minutes. Then I'm going to shampoo with a gentle shampoo. Now, I actually wanted to talk to you guys about shampoo because shampoo is a funny thing for me. Both myself and Jaya, my daughter, our skin gets itchy with the majority of shampoos that we use. We haven't quite figured out what ingredient it is that irritates us, but there is an ingredient in the majority of shampoos that really irritates us. And I'm talking high end, I'm talking fairly natural. Excuse me. So I was really delighted to find this shampoo. The other shampoo that I use, which didn't irritate me and which my hair really liked, that I used to use back in the day, was the Care Hydrating Shampoo. I'm just going to put that up here. By the way, all the stuff that I have mentioned, I'm going to have listed in the description box below. So this is the Inner Sense Hydrating Cream Hair Bath. Yeah, I really liked this. It's a super gentle shampoo, but it gets the job done. You feel like your hair is cleansed and it doesn't make me like super itchy. So yeah, I'm gonna go wash my hair out now, do a light detangle, and then I'll be back. Okay guys, so all we're gonna do is grab our moisturizing deep conditioner. I love using this one at the moment. It is the 10-in-1 multi-benefit hair mask with marula and biotin. Also, I like the sheer moisture castor oil one as well. That is a heavier one than this, but I'm just going to go ahead and grab a couple of spoons, very generous spoons of that, and then I'm going to use my melted coconut oil. Oh, and of course it's castor oil. Listen, there's a reason I have a 1 liter volume bottle of castor oil. It is that good. Just pop that in and give that a mix. I mean, you can always feel free to add other things to this, right? But at the end of the day, you know, you can also keep it just as simple as grabbing your hydrating mask and using that. But you know, me, I like to add my castor oil. I like to add my olive oil, and this is gonna be so deeply nourishing. Now, if you have straight or fine hair, you might find the castor oil is quite heavy on your hair and maybe makes your hair feel greasy afterwards. If that's the case, go ahead and substitute for honey or glycerin. Those are really wonderful at drawing hydration into your hair. So let's go deep condition. I'll be back in a second. Okay, so I have put the deep conditioner in and I am just going to leave that in. Typically, I'd actually put this with some heat in my old routine with a plastic hat. I certainly will be using a plastic hat and just going about doing my chores, but I thought that you would actually like to see. I wiped off the excess so that I can be presentable on camera. My hair feels super hydrated, super supple and soft. And that is the benefit of actually doing a pre-shampoo treatment that is strengthening, shampooing it out once you've impacted it, and then going ahead and using a hydrating deep conditioner. You're always going to feel balanced. And a different way that you could do that is you could actually now, I mean, if I was going to do this routine today, I would put a teaspoon of amla powder, maybe amla and Brun Raj, maybe just straight amla into my shampoo and cleanse my hair with that, and then go in with the deep condition. So I wouldn't necessarily do like a protein, jump in the shower, jump out of the shower, do a hydrating deep conditioner, jump back into the shower to rinse it out. I would simply add a teaspoon of one of these Ayurvedic herbs into my shampoo if I'm not looking to change my hair color. If you don't mind a possible hair color change, then the henna and aloe or the straight henna mask is also a fantastic addition that you could use in place of having to go through the whole egg treatment. Of course, it is a vegan option as well, and the reviews on this have been absolutely amazing. So I'm just going to put that to the side. If you are interested in seeing the next stage of application, definitely check out the gloss videos that I've got. I'm not going to go ahead and do a gloss again today because it's kind of repetitive of what I do on my channel. Nothing much about that has changed. Grab yourself a teaspoon of your favorite Ayurvedic herb, mix it with water and add it to that regular deep conditioner mix and put it into your hair. And there you are. That's the complete vintage curly probes routine that takes you from collarbone length hair to mid back length in a matter of months. You will be retaining that hair growth. So if you found that to be useful, please do give me a thumbs up because it massively supports this channel and the free content that we send your way to support you on your hair growth journey. And do comment below and let me know what you would like to see next. I'm kind of toying with the idea of doing a mini series where we do verses of different items that you might find in a natural hair care routine. So comment below and let me know if you would like to see that, what you'd like to see in it. I'm thinking henna versus amla as maybe a first one, or maybe protective styles versus not, something like that. But yeah, I will see you in the next video. Deuces.